to go to court today. I had so much anxiety about it. I think anxiety is an understatement. it was traumatic. Yeah, I mean, on a human level, it was traumatic. I can go to a trans-dimensional perspective on it all. I mean, I can. And I'm also having a human experience where that fucking sucks. That sucks. No, when's the last time you, dreaded something? Sincerely for your safety. For your liberty. For your health. For your ability to connect with anyone. So yeah, it reminds me right now about while I was in jail for 31 days. It didn't occur to me while I was there this deeply, though, as really close to the time I was leaving, and as I was leaving, I was like, oh, this isn't just trauma for me. It's not just trauma being in a cage. It's trauma for the keepers of the cages. The corrections officers, who I didn't meet a single person in there who was going over and beyond to be an asshole or to make things worse or to, anyone in there that I came across was doing the best they could with the way that the system works, right? And doing the job that the system gives them a paycheck for. And we're all taught this is normal. That's how it is. There's bad guys that go into jail. Yeah, bad guys and bad girls and bad gender non-binaries and fuck genders. There's bad ones that belong in there. And I was just there for 31 days. And so some of you are like, well, you shouldn't have done whatever you're doing. Yeah, that's right. For sure. Definitely, that's how it works. So yeah, when as I've been, I didn't plan to share any of this. This blew snot out of my nose. I never thought, I didn't plan, pardon me, good old sleeve wipe. I didn't plan to solve the galactic rotation speed anomalies for 175 galaxies. I didn't plan to develop a 3x3 lattice. I really didn't. I thought I would sing. I thought I would be I thought I was like Bill and Ted. For real. I saw Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and I was like, yeah, how did they know? They're totally foreshadowing my future. One time I was tripping. And I remember being on this staircase at the house I had in Lafayette in Greenville, Michigan. And It was Sister Act, and somehow it was Sister Act 2. Sister Act 2. So it must have been Lauryn Hill. Let's just say it was Lauryn Hill. So the magic and like mysticism of Miss Hill just like totally I was subsumed by her greatness. And then Village Head's Adventure was on, because that makes sense. It's Sister Act 2 followed by Village Head's Adventure. This weekend on, it probably would have been TBS, because that was a long time ago. Very, very long time ago. Very. Anyway, I'm like, it's a sign. Da, da, da. Look at the shows. This is my it's my mythopoetic life. I've never been able to escape it. My life, that is. If you have success with that, you let me know. Apparently I didn't want to get out. Okay, so anyway. That's not trauma. This is the opposite. This is laughter. The best medicine. It's true. When you think about laughter, the best medicine, and then you think Reader's Digest, because you're my age or older, where does that bring you? Because it brings me right to my grandma's. I never had a Reader's Digest myself. My grandma had it. All right. Okay. I love you. You're look, I do want to connect this to, I want to connect this back to, when I put together, neurodivergence, addiction, and post-traumatic growth, or maybe it's post-traumatic growth, addiction, whatever, this paper, I know it's a bit wordy, but I put a glossary in it, come on, and I put that together, and then I started working on this thing called prologue. Emergence is not a metaphor. And I'll tell you about dissipative structures another time, okay? And it's don't be turned off by the term, because you're a dissipative structure, and that's all there is to it. It's simple enough. Anything that eats and poops, anything that brings in energy and puts out energy, it's a dissipative structure. Right? Usually some processing in between. So, in that paper, where the paper that's about neurodivergence and addiction and post-traumatic growth, it traces all of these things back to a common denominator, and it's in the name of one of them. You know, it's trauma. It's trauma, be it generational trauma, be it trauma for a season, a trauma for a long season, or a traumatic event. But, you know, this may be a premature question. Well, I'll drop it anyway, because you'll hear it again differently when I ask it again, and that's, who do you know that's not impacted by trauma? Who do you know that's not impacted by trauma? That's the note I leave you on. Except I'm right here. Okay, love you, bye.